The next song is going to be Colors Collapsed. And I am curious because I have not heard this one. I have not listened to it. I saw it on my Spotify release radar, but I do not know what it sounds like. And based on the imagery, it looks like he's in a greenhouse. It could be anything. Is it going to be soft? Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be insanely illegal? Who knows? And now we shall find out. Let me guess, commercial? No commercial! Okay. I like it already for the start. I don't know why, but that's not what I thought it was going to look like. It's not in any direction. I'm just saying he looks very youthful. He does have a very good vocal range as well. And then, of course, we follow up with a Zaylee illegal cage fight. So, in comparison, the two are drastically different. One is full face, you know, it's going to destroy you, and all you want to do is throw hands. And the other one, that was more of a, I would say, composed song, configured to where it was more I don't want to say put together because they're both put together, but it was laid out in the structure of a typical song, which is not an insult, of course. It just means that it is not as unpredictable as the other song that introduced me to them. That being said, vocally, I think that his range is interesting. I like that his style is, you know, it's gritty, but he can go a little bit higher, a little bit lower, and it provides that different layer to it. And having the back and forth vocals, I love that with any band. You know, as long as you have a backup, it definitely adds to the characteristic of the song rather than having the same tone. So I think overall, would this be my favorite song by them? No. Is it definitely a great song? Absolutely. I think that it's one where I can listen to it repeatedly and not get tired of it. And I like that it had its own exit, meaning that it was building up to a statement. He made his emotional point in his expression of his vocals, the way that it sounded, the style of it, putting more grit in some sections, but more at the end. He was like that transition to, it makes more sense to just click it, right? It is a shorter song also, so I'm kind of surprised. But where is he at on the couch? Because that's kind of where it made that transition. Let me see. So kind of here. Like, you can hear that uprising, uplifting almost, I guess I would say, for the guitar. Like, if you listen to the layers in the background, it goes from being this harder tone to now it's I don't know how to describe it in words. I just know how to make noise to make it make sense. But it leads into that exit, so it builds, and I like that, because that sudden cutoff, it doesn't leave you unfulfilled. It feels like you're building up to an end, whereas, when we listened to Black Hole a couple days ago from Architects, that was a literal, you just got cut off, and it felt unfinished almost. Not in a bad way. Again, I don't think that there's, if I didn't like a song, you would know. I would just outright say that I don't like it. I just think that in the comparison aspect, this one leads into that finale, whereas in Black Hole, it was just an abrupt ending, and it was just done. So it caught you off guard. Whereas this, you felt the emotional buildup, and then it was just done. I am afraid to press this button again, because I feel like it's not gonna do it. Probably does not. Does it have the lyrics? No! Why does it never have the lyrics? That's like one of my favorite things about Spotify, is that usually there's the lyrics on the app. Not always, but I feel like if I were to have the lyrics in front of me, the song and the visuals probably would make more sense. And I'm always going to say that, because when I first listen to a song, if I don't have the lyrics, there's 9 times out of 10 there's a story behind it in these type of genres. With this one specifically, clearly they're trying to portray something. There's different tidbits of what I picked up and what he said. And, like, let me see if I can get a point here. I like that too. That, like, quick, rapid fire spitting. Like, from what I gather from that, someone convinced me this is real, something convinced me. I'm lost at sea. And something, the last grain of sand. And the colors collapse. Okay, what's something to that? There's no comfort in your maker. You'll survive by your own something. So, either way, whether I'm correct or wrong, I mean, the little tidbits of what I can pinpoint sounds like, obviously, this was something that was written with depth It was not something where it was just thrown together and it wasn't thought out. They specifically made that title where it was the lead up and the finalization of the song. And while it was short, it had purposeful intent, which is enjoyable, in my opinion. I find it to be enjoyable. And I like it. I like the way that it sounds. I think that it flowed together very well. I like the way that the drums add that much needed depth, because I feel like without that depth, it would be, like if I were to compare, when you listen to drums in a band like this, and then you compare it to something like let's go, somebody that everybody knows, Blink 182. It's a distinctly different style. I'm not going to pretend like I know instruments. I don't, because I was never fortunate enough to have that luxury to be able to play them. But I know how to listen to them. And different tones evoke different emotions. And the tones that they put into this song show that there was a meaningful reason to write it. And that is something that I thoroughly enjoyed. So, very well put together video. Another banger from this band. I like it. Maybe it's not their heaviest. It's definitely not. Maybe it's not even, the most intricate or anything like that, but it was well composed, it was put together, and it was enjoyable. And I could definitely continue to listen to it on Spotify because that's what I normally use, and I enjoy it. So, if you like other songs by them, good, they're great. If you did not like this song, that's okay. They have ample other songs that are a variety that is well beyond this type. And I'm certain that there's something that you may or may not like. You're entitled to your own opinion as well. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and bye!